The first thing I would do was say, no. I would say, are you okay?
That would be me.
Then I would laugh.
Oh, okay.
Once you answered yes, so trust me, you can just walk to your chair. Again, I want to welcome everybody to, I think, Wednesday, March 3rd, HCD meeting. I'm Herb Wesson, the pharaoh of this committee, and I am joined by Richard Alarcon, the assistant pharaoh of this committee today. Obviously, today's agenda did not generate a lot of excitement. So, Andrew, maybe we're slipping here. Anyway, so what we have several items that would that I would believe could be on the consent calendar. Mr. City Attorney, we do not have a quorum, but we will act, and all of the actions will be communiques from the chair. So, Ms. Sauer, what we're going to do, we're going to go through items 1 through 11, and if you could start out with item 1.
Okay. CRA and CLA reports and resolution relative to acquiring property for an amount not to exceed $750,000 located at Hill Place and Ord Street and Teed Streets in the Chinatown redevelopment project area.
Okay, on item 1, we'll adopt the CLA report. Item 2.
CRA and CAO reports relative to increasing a purchase order by $101,500 for legal services for the CRA's challenge to the California Department of Toxic Substance Control's issuance of a permit for operation of a hazardous waste facility at 1700 South Soto Street in the Adelante East Side redevelopment project area.
Okay, on item 2, we'll adopt the CAO report. That brings us to item 3.
CRA report relative to the annual report of financial transactions to the State Controller for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2009.
Okay, on item 3, we'll receive and file the CRA report. Item 4.
CRA report relative to the status of CRA investments as of September 30th, 2009.
Okay, item 4, receive and file the CRA report as well. Item 5.
CRA reports relative to its quarterly financial status report for the periods ending September 30th, 2009 and December 31st, 2009.
Okay, item 5, we'll receive and file the CRA report. That brings us to item 6.
CRA and CAO reports relative to executing a 5-year grant agreement with the Corporation for Supportive Housing in an amount not to exceed $500,000 for the administration of affordable housing programs.
Okay, on item 6, we'll adopt the CAO report. Item 7.
CRA and CAO reports relative to executing a contract with Jesse James Creative in an amount not to exceed $49,300 for a new website to promote activities and programs that foster development and investment in restaurants and healthy foods within various project areas in South Los Angeles.
Okay, on item 7, we'll adopt the CAO report. Alan.
Sir, yes, sir.
Have you they have enough faith in you, because I notice you don't have your sidekick.
Correct.
Or sidekick with you, so you have passed probation and and they think that you can just do all this on your own? Because if so, congratulations.
Thank you, although I wouldn't necessarily view that as a affirmation of their faith in me so much as just staffing problems within the office. So I appreciate the sentiment, although as misplaced as it may be.
You just can't give compliments.
Item 8.
All right, CRA and CAO reports relative to the renewal of insurance coverages and other related insurance costs in an amount not to exceed approximately $1.5 million for the period of April 1st, 2010 through March 31st, 2011.
Okay, then on item 8, we'll adopt the CAO report. That brings us to item 9.
CRA and CLA reports relative to executing a novation agreement assigning to Enterprise Community Partners, Inc. an existing contract with Enterprise Home Ownership Partners, Inc. in the total amount of approximately $80,000 in the East Hollywood, Beverly, Normandy Earthquake Disaster Assistance Project area.
Okay, on item 9, we'll adopt the CLA report. Item 10.
CRA report and CAO2 report and resolution relative to executing a disposition and development agreement with Pacific Center Place LLC for a no-cost disposition and development of a vacant manufacturing site located at 812 East 59th Street in the Council District 9 corridors south of the Santa Monica Freeway Recovery Redevelopment Project area.
Okay, on that item, we'll adopt the CAO report. That brings us to item 11.
Actually, excuse me, sir, on that one, the CAO report is not in.
Emery, it's in front of you. On the
On 10?
Trina, is that yours?
So can
No.
we,
Trina's is, sorry, not to call you out, Trina. That's on a different,
Oh,
hers is
pardon me.
on,
Item 10?
the one that was submitted this morning is item 8, correct?
Right, that's
Yeah.
insurance.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's
Right.
item 8.
Right.
Was submitted. Pardon me.
Just trying to,
But there is
Spare you all
one
this.
report.
so 10, we're going to use CRA report? Okay.
I think that's what I said. Item 11.
All right, sorry. Item 11.
You'll get it.
CRA and CLA reports relative to funding in the amount of $500,000 for 10 nonprofit organization grantees under the Nonprofit Operating Support Grant Program for Administration of Affordable Housing Programs.
Okay, on item 11, we'll adopt the CLA report. Mr. City Attorney, these actions will be deemed to communicate from the chair.
Correct.
Unless or until I get another member of this committee.
And from the Vice Pharaoh.
Yeah, the vice pharaoh is worth, yeah, it's from the pharaoh and the vice, communicate from the pharaoh
I
and
might
vice
caution
pharaoh.
that calling yourself
Nope.
Pharaoh in the month
There you go.
when Passover begins might be problematic.
Okay, then
Items
the
1
king
through
and the
11.
vice king. The king and the admiral and the assistant admiral.
Move approval of items 1 through
Superman and
11.
Batman.
Having been
We've
established.
just been joined by Councilwoman Jan Perry, and I will let her take her seat.
Jackie.
And if you're comfortable with the first 11 items, which she indicated she is, Mr. City Attorney, then these 11 items will be approved without objection. Has anybody spoke to Meg?
I did.
Is she settled in and?
Well, it's fine. We did a good job for you. Sending her off.
I appreciate that. She was something. But, we will miss her. Okay, that brings us to item 12.
CRA and CLA reports relative to amending CRA policy on contractor responsibility.
Okay, if we could bring, forward the department folk.
Good morning. I'm Felipe
morning.
Chavez with the CLA's office. The CRA is requesting council approval to amend the CRA policy on contractor responsibility to clarify contracting responsibilities and performance evaluation procedures. And the CRA is here to answer any questions you may have.
You know, what's the difference? You have a contractor responsibility program and a developer responsibility program. What's,
Yes, Don Spivak from the Community Redevelopment Agency. The difference is that we have differentiated within the policy for developers who are people who develop projects on land, as opposed to contractors who are suppliers, vendors, professional service type individuals who are not involved in development on land. So the distinction is between land developers, building developers, and suppliers, vendors, and professional services.
okay, and the other thing, now, what changes? Have you recommended changes to this program or added new procedures or?
There are really two things that we've done. The first is to separate out developers who were covered by the original policy, but it was not distinguished in the original policy, into a separate set of procedures. So we now have a set of procedures for contractors and a set of procedures for developers that are tailored to development-type projects. That was the first thing. The second one was that we clarified reviews that are done prior to award of contract and defined them as a determination of qualification, and those that would potentially rise to the level of a declaration of non-responsibility, which would be serious failure to perform or serious failure to adhere to laws or something of that nature, all of which, if they take place, would be post-award of contract. So it's clarifying what those two are and clarifying the processes that are gone through in the pre-award, which is mostly looking at what are the qualifications, experience, and track record of a contractor or developer, and the second part, which is looking at their adherence to the contract, their adherence to law, and their performance on the particular contract.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Move approval.
Okay, then, I want to make sure Miss
Quorum.
Perry is okay. Yeah, I'm going to just ask.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I thought
go
since we handled 12 items so efficiently that we should just eliminate all the other members, and you and I just handle it. That's why we could be out of here in 15 minutes
Well, so, you know, it's,
every
when
week.
you have such efficient staff work as we do, and we do a lot of work in advance,
It's certainly not our...
putting this together, I enjoy, your suggestion makes a lot of sense. But I tell you what, so at this point, I have no more
Let's all
questions.
leave before she comes
Does
back.
Ms. Perry have any questions on item 12? Then we just need to wait for her to... Okay, Don, did you watch American Idol last night? Who was your favorite contestant?
As a matter of fact, not. I was still reviewing the tapes from the Olympics.
Tebow.
Anybody watch American Idol want to come up and give their view?
I-
That's okay. All right, then, on item...
Finished. Same time you did.
On item 12, without objection, we'll adopt the CLA report. Ms. Sauer, is there any more business before this committee?
No, sir.
This committee's adjourned.
Thank you for doing this.
You didn't take action on my motion?
Which one was you?
Eliminate the rest of the committee?
Is that a record, Al?